Chairman of the Senate Committee on Privatization, Senator Theodore Orji, has assured the management of a co-electricity distribution company of its support towards recovering the 21 billion naira debt owed to it by some ministries, departments, and agencies of government. Senator Orji made this known at the committee's oversight visit to the distribution company in Lagos. We have details in this report.
The Senate committee, led by its chairman, Senator Theodore Orji, arrived at a co-distribution company and settled immediately at the boardroom of the electricity distribution company for proper briefing. Chief Executive Officer of EKEDC, Mr. Adeoye Fadeyebi, gave a detailed presentation of the position of the company pre- and post-privatization. He revealed to the committee members that ministries, departments, and agencies of government remain the biggest debtor to the company. He adds that this development has impeded efforts aimed at investing more in infrastructure upgrades.
There is a lot of their concerns around some of the things they've been hearing out there in terms of people being taxed unnecessarily for distribution assets and things like that, some of the bills they were getting. So we talked about, of course, we talked about NEPA 2, we talked about some of our challenges on MDA debts, closing in on about 21 billion. We also talked about the setting up the right courts to deal with the issue of this energy theft and poaching by other generating companies. So I think with all that said, we talked about quite a lot. So we're looking at, they've agreed to support us in terms of passing through our partner BPE, being able to pass in some of these issues so we can have the right bills or motions put forward.
Another director at EKEDC stressed that energy theft and vandalism of power infrastructure is also another major challenge bedeviling the sector.
Energy theft remains the biggest problem of the power sector. Now, if you bear in mind that the company requires money to make investments, it means that if you're stealing part of the money that the company requires to make investments, those investments will not be made. And if they are not made, the quality of service will deteriorate. And so the key here is for us to find a solution to how to prevent people from stealing energy.
Senator Theodore Orji acknowledged that debts owned by MDAs remain huge. He promised to help the DISCO address this ugly trend.
In fact, the best way to help these people is to ensure that those debts are cleared. And once the debts are cleared, they'll do very better than what that they are doing now. Far better than they are doing now. So we are not happy that they are owed. That is not the essence, that is not the spirit behind privatization. Each party should do its own obligation as they are doing theirs. And they have brought problems to us, that is government. Government should also, on their own part, look into their problems and solve the problems so that this nation will move forward.
The committee reiterates its commitment aimed at supporting all phases in the power value chain to ultimately improve electricity supply across the country.